At this tough time of year when it's dark and rainy and cold, we could all do with an extended break at a luxury hotel. The question is, do you pay for it yourself, or do you just float along the Kent coastline in a rubber dinghy for a few hours, claim asylum and let the British taxpayer foot the bill for you? So far in 2022, over 40,000 migrants have landed on UK shores illegally, although it's difficult to know why. Highest tax rates since the Second World War and about to get higher. Cost of living crisis, housing crisis, non-existent NHS that nonetheless we all have to pay for, transport infrastructure crisis, rampant inflation, hard-left eco-lunatics blocking the motorways, corrupt politicians pocketing 400 grand to eat sheep's vagina on television for the entertainment of the mentally ill. Difficult to know what the attraction of the UK is for these illegal migrants. Indeed, after having spent some time in Nottingham, some Ukrainian refugees decided to go back home recently. Extraordinary, isn't it? Ukrainian refugees taken in by this country have had a look around and decided that quality of life is better in a war zone than it is in Nottingham. Whilst Rishi Sunak glad hands his way around a succession of globalist gatherings around the world, having seemingly not spent a day in this country since he was elected, he's left Home Secretary Suella Braverman to hash out a security pact with the French authorities. And surprise, surprise, new measures to stem the record number of small boats crossing the channel are going to cost the British taxpayer £60 million, while Jeremy Hunt excitedly comes up with a new raft of new ways of taking ever more tax money out of our pockets. Still, it's nice of our government to finally get around to doing something about this illegal migration problem, now that the entire criminal underworld of Albania is firmly ensconced in British society. And what exactly are we getting for our £60 million? More officers patrolling Channel beaches to detect and disrupt crossings. I mean, a fat lot of good that's done so far, hasn't it? Investment in new port security infrastructure, technology and reception and removal centres. Although Braverman has of course come out and said there are no quick fixes, which means of course that this isn't going to solve the problem. And as we all know now, our government doesn't want to solve the problem because they're not working for us, the British people, are they? They're working for the same creepy corporate global interests that seem to have sidestepped democratic processes and commandeered pretty much every government in the Western world. Make way for the universal communist autocracy and say goodbye to the country you were born into, along with its heritage, history and its culture.